Hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. If you've just found me, my name is Kim Dent, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I've been a demonstrator for 21 years. I live in Maryland Heights, Missouri, and I love teaching stampers and crafters how to make quick and easy and adorable cards. If you're joining me, please, if you're hopping on, please say hello so that I know that you're here with me tonight. Also, if you're joining me, if you found me on my YouTube channel, Stamping with Kim Dent, please leave a comment. I love hearing from stampers from all around the world who have found my channel. So, and if you found me on YouTube, please subscribe and hit the bell for the notification so you know that every time that I go, every time I post a video, you'll know when I have jumped on and added something new. So hello, Gail. Hello, Mom. Thanks for tuning in tonight. How about those Cardinals, girls? Hello, Shirley. Hi, Mary. It was a beautiful day, wasn't it today? Or it still is. I'm looking out my windows. Gorgeous day. I love fall, and it was a sweet surprise. When we left for church this morning, it was drizzly and rainy, and when I came out of church, it was lovely. It was like 60-something degrees, and I love it. And I'm going to do some fall cards today, so just in time. Well, I've got a lot to show you. Hi, Jill. So hello, Flo. I'm going to sync my laptop, so just give me 1 second. And let's see, there we are. That was very exciting. Rick and I were in the car when we heard Pujols', what number is it? 697. It's 697, so that was very exciting. Hello, Valerie. I hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend. Hope you got some stamping in, but I also hope that you got to do a lot of other fun things on this beautiful weekend. So, all right, it looks like, hi, Vicki. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. Oh, we've got 10 people, so let's hope we get some more. I can already tell you girls that it's going to be interesting tonight because Facebook has once again changed their settings. So this will be interesting if this goes smoothly. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn my camera around and say a little prayer. So hold on just 1 second. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh, girls. Do you remember? It was a year ago. I think it was around Halloween, and on Facebook, like on Halloween, instead of being able to flip my phone around and show you cards, it was like these funny effects, like mask and stuff. So I think it's doing the same thing today. So hold on just a second. Let me see what I can do. And it's doing what I thought it was going to do. So hold on, girls. Let me see. I might have to, I'm going to make you dizzy. So hold on. Let's see. Close your eyes. I think I'm going to flip my camera around this way. Ugh, that's not going to work either. Hold on. Close your eyes. Ugh, there we go. Sorry, girl. Oh, you don't see anything funny? It's not allowing me extra buttons, Valerie, to quickly, I had to like move my phone in a different position than I normally do. So I'm standing now, so this I might have to, thank you for your patience. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks, Valerie, you're so sweet. Okay, I've got to pull my camera down just a little closer because it's a different view, like I'm standing above my phone right now. Oh, thank you. Well, that was a little easier than I thought. All right. Hi Kelly to Shannon. All right, this is, I'm going to show you some cards that I made this weekend and at my big stamp classes. So for those of you who couldn't make it, hello Joyce, hi Sandy. I want to show you what we made. So here we go. This is the first card, and it is from the stamp set Full of Love. Hello, Penny. This is with, I used Full of Love, the stamp set, and then colored it in with the blends, which you all know that I love to color. This is with the Scallop Contour die, and then this DSP is from Butterfly Kisses. It's that 6x6 pack, and I thought it looked lovely with these sweet little flowers. This is something that I want to show you that they had, if you came to stamp class, you had a choice. So for my friend, my dear friend Gail Brock, this one is, we stamped it and then we cut out the envelope and the flowers. This one was for my stampers who don't enjoy fussy cutting. So this is stamped directly onto the piece that they cut out with scallop contours. So that was just a quick, an easy way for those of you who loved a fussy cut. You would have done this one. And for those of you who don't, here's directly on, and both are adorable. Sending Love Your Way, that is in the Full of Love stamp set, but the stampers got to put whatever they wanted. And the colors are Fresh Freesia and Parakeet Party. And then, of course, we use the Stampin' Blends. And then those pretty opal rounds, 2021, 2023 opal rounds. So that was the first card. And then the second card, this one I demonstrated last week on my Facebook Live. It was a big hit. It is so easy to do. The die, the aspen tree die, was flawless. When all you have to do is run it through this is Sahara Sand, if you didn't see the Facebook Live last week, and then the card base is Mossy Meadow, and then this is one die that they did twice, and then a cute little linen bow. This saying, "You Are in My Prayers," that's from the stamp set Hope and Prayers, but stampers got to use whatever they wanted down here. So I said this makes a great masculine card, a thinking of you, a sympathy card. You could put whatever you want right there. And then this die is from, and I never can remember the names, but I've got them right here. It's from the Stylish Shape dies, and it's got the banner that we cut off at the end. So that's that one, quick and easy, and I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of this aspen tree die. I've got a Christmas card in mind for all of you. This one, so this particular card, here's your Halloween card. Hi, Kathy. Oh, yeah, the aspen die is so awesome. And it was one of those I didn't think I needed. And oh my goodness, I've seen Halloween cards with this die with like spooky background, black and orange. I've seen basic white with vellum behind it that is gorgeous and so easy. You could crank out a bunch for your Christmas card. So yeah, I'm so thankful that I got it. Very, very happy. It was one of those that got a swap at in New Orleans and then saw some ideas on Pinterest. So thankful that I have it now. Here's a card that looks very similar. That we made this at stamp class. This was my swap card. And I love the little trick-or-treaters. They're from Scary Cute. This was the blending brush background that we did. I think I did that last week or the week before. So easy to do. I love this and wanted to do it for stamp class, but this is from, this piece right here, this DSP is from Celebrate Everything, that awesome pack, 12 by 12 pack in the mini catalog. It's black and white, but I colored the pumpkins in with the pumpkin pie blends. I didn't have enough of this for my big stamp classes, so I came up with this alternate, and this is with the dots and spots die. And I think it turned out just as cute. So there's, and the girls, the stampers, I keep saying girls, I do have men and women who come to my stamp classes. So they enjoyed learning how to do this very cool blending brush idea. If you ever want to know how to do it, your long distance, just send me a text, and I'd be happy to send you a quick tutorial on how to make this. Very easy, and packs a big punch with just ink pads and the blending brushes. This particular card I got, this is from Dena Rekow from the Creativity Cave, and I got it as a swap in New Orleans, and I loved it. I said I never would have put, do you see, it's Bermuda Bay, crumb cake, and then this is very vanilla for a big white pumpkin, and then she embossed You Are Such a Blessing, that's in gold. So I took this, and here's my variation of it that we made at stamp class. Oh, this one is missing. Oh no, there they are. This one, I thought I'm losing it, girls. These are the brushed metallic dots, which I'm going to demonstrate this card tonight. So same idea as Dena's, except switched up the colors. So we used Cajun Craze. Thank you, girls, for the hearts and thumbs up. Cajun Craze and pumpkin pie for my pumpkin, and then a little bit of Mossy Meadow for this Valerie Zimmerman, what is this viney thing called? You told me yesterday and I've already forgotten. So we used Mossy Meadow for that. And then the die is so amazing. I hope you can, I know it's picking it up on the camera. Do you see the die, which is 2 pieces, cuts and embosses? Hello, Miss Joan. Tendril. Thank you for the word. This, I couldn't think of the word. This little thing, the tendrils, are cut out with a tiny little die, and it's in Mossy Meadow. And then we made, you could stamp hello. You could stamp whatever you want. Happy birthday. But I also had, this is from Very Best Occasions, Happy Thanksgiving. So this weekend with the stamp classes, we did a Halloween. You could have a Thanksgiving. And the last card that I'm going to show you, which I'm going to demonstrate today, we also did a Christmas card. So this is with the, hello, it's with the Country Wreath die. And this was the first Christmas card that I made this season. So yeah, and I love it. I think this is probably going to be one of my Christmas cards this year. So this one is kind of a fancy fold. And I'll show you more when I demonstrate it, because I chose, this one was such a hit, I thought, oh, I'm going to show the girls on the Facebook Live. And this is May Your Days Be Happy, Your Heart Be Light, Your Christmas Merry, and the New Year Bright. That is also from Very Best Occasions. So this, so easy to do. Beautiful DSP from the Boughs of Holly. It's in the mini catalog. It's 12 by 12, gorgeous poinsettias. So let me start. I'm going to get stamping. Thank you. Thank you, Flo. That's so sweet of you. So the first card that I'm going to demonstrate for you tonight is a fancy fold. Oh, and I want to tell you. So tonight, girls, it's been a very busy weekend. Normally when I'm sitting at this point, I am showing you the measurements, and it's been a busy day today, busy weekend, and we celebrated Rick's birthday with my daughter. I had a baby shower after church, then we celebrated, we went out to eat with Kelly and Mike, so I did not get measurements done for you, so bear with me. You're going to see me pull out my handy dandy Amazon, let's see, this amazing Victor Easy Read Ruler. If you want to know a measurement and I don't say it, please just post it or comment, and I will try to give you the answer. And if I don't do it while I'm demonstrating, I'll answer it after the Facebook Live is over. So this is just a basic piece of basic card base. It is 5.5 by 8.5, but I hope you can see it on here. I scored it at 4 1/4 and also 2 1/8. So there's your card base. The next piece that I used was, and I almost ran out of this, I need to stock up. This is shaded spruce, and this is 4 inches by 5 1/4. It's going to go right there. And then, of course, your white. This is 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to stamp on that. So it's really easy. So this piece is cherry cobbler again. The square is 3 1/4. It's a square 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. This piece is real red, and this is 3 by 3. And then the white that I'm going to stamp the beautiful wreath on is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then a piece of shaded spruce, and this is here we go, 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then this one, this beautiful piece of DSP is 1 1/2 by 5, it should be. And then this, so if I don't know if you noticed, but on the, normally I thought, oh, it would be sweet, you know, to have like a little red bow right here, but when I'm cutting out tons and tons of these pieces, I had a lot of scraps left over. This is actually a scrap, and it is, I think it's like a 2 by 2. Yeah, 2 by 2 inch. This is DSP, and I thought, wouldn't that look sweet? It gives this like a little bit of depth and dimension. So the bow, which I'm going to show you the dies in a second, is cut out from the DSP Boughs of Holly. So this is 2 by 2. And I already, oh, crud. Here we go. All right, so we're going to take the cherry cobbler, and so I've just folded it like this. And let me get out my pretty bone folder. And give it a nice crisp fold, and then the 2 1/8, that's the second score. So it looks like this. So this weekend, the girls, I said, you know, it would be, I've glued down my piece. Oh, that's the, so it looks like this. But some of the very creative ladies and men, they took it and they decided they didn't want to glue it down. So theirs were more like an accordion fold like that, which that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to take the shaded spruce and my Stampin' Seal. So how many of you have started, oh, Kelly, thank you. This leads into my next question, Kelly. How many of you have started your Christmas cards? I know some of my viewers have told me already, I've got 30 cards done. I've got 10 Thanksgiving cards. I've got 20 Halloween cards, and and I've started on my Christmas cards. I'm like, oh my goodness, you girls are good. This is the 1 3/4 by 5 1/4 piece of shaded spruce. And I started saying, I just had enough. I need to stock up on the shaded spruce. I think it looks so pretty with the cherry cobbler. Here's this beautiful piece of Boughs of Holly. You can see the flip side. Just a little bit of cherry cobbler in red. It looks like it's got almost like a bokeh technique, bokeh look to it. Tennis for you. Good job, Sandy. All right, and then I'm going to take this is my piece of 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 piece of cherry cobbler, and I'm going to glue in my piece of 3 by 3 real red. Love doing Christmas cards. Love, love, love. All right, and then I've already, out of this piece, the 2 by 2, I've cut out the sweet little bow, and then just gotta love this. It not on this particular die. It not only cuts out, the shape of the bow, but it also does the embossing. So isn't that amazing? This sweet little bow, and I got some more of these. Girls, I've talked about these from Harbor Freight. I actually was able to I love Amazon Prime. I got some more off of Amazon, and look how sweet this one is. So I got a pack of 3 on Amazon. But if you go, if you're just watching for the first time, it's magnetic. And so to keep especially your tiny little dies from, falling and getting lost. Oh my goodness, that makes me crazy. This is magnetic. So it's something that like a mechanic would use, or crafters now use them. And you can get them if you live close to a Harbor Freight. But then you also can order these online, and they're very, very inexpensive, and they come in all sorts of shapes. So that's one of my new ones, little teeny one. All right, I'm going to show you the dies just because they are the country wreath dies that coordinate with the stamp set are so awesome. Look at this set, girls. How about that? So I could stamp and then cut out the wreath if I wanted to. That's what this piece is. But I love a die set that has all sorts of accessories. So let me show you the stamp set. Look at this. So the 2 stamps, the big stamps for the wreath that I'm using, and this is a distinctive stamp set. It's 15 stamps. We're going to use this pretty one, and then this one, which is kind of viney. But look at all the little accessories. There's sorry Penny, if you're still watching. Penny hates spiders. So this you could make a spooky wreath with that, and then the leaves are adorable. The holly berry and leaves, and then when I first got this, really I had a fall. Yeah, it is cottage wreath. That's correct, cottage wreath. When I ordered the bundle, I really thought, oh, I'm going to make fall cards with this. But then I had this idea to make Christmas cards with it, and I love it. And I probably saw something on Pinterest, and then that's what inspired me to make the Christmas card, to make my own Christmas card. But the die set, as well as the stamp set, if you order this now as a bundle, it is part of, I don't know, I've probably talked about it, or you've probably heard me talk about it. The Stampin' Up! Is having a virtual World Card Making Day, and that is on October 1st. And if there's 3 bundles that they're going to be using, it's free. It's a free event. If you want more information about it, they're going to be using Cottage Wreaths. This is one of the bundles. And if you order it between now and October 1st, you'll get a free set of iridescent pearls, which are one of my very favorite new embellishments. So gorgeous. So that's a little treat for ordering it. And then I'll give you the information about Virtual World Card Making Day. It's a 3-hour event, and it's free, and I'll tell you how to tune into that. So here's the stamp set and the die set. It's awesome. And then, like I said before, it is a distinctive stamp set, which I think is so amazing. We're going to use cherry cobbler. We're going to use garden green and shaded spruce for our 3 colors. I'm going to pull in my Pierce mat and my little piece of 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 basic white. Let's see. Let me get this out of the way. So it is a 2-step stamp set, and I would recommend if you're, I didn't do this in class yesterday, but if you've got a Stamparatus, oh my goodness, to do 2-step stamping, it makes it so easy. Let's see, I want to make sure I'm in the camera. Thank you, Allison. All right, I'm going to ink up my garden green. Watch how pretty this is, girls. Oh, that's not so pretty. Here we go. Try this one more time. Oh my goodness, girls. Usually I do this too. That's maybe. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Much better. All right. Let's see if this second one. So I started saying, you know, thankfully these little gems, yeah, they're tiny, and we use 9 on this particular card. I surprised the stampers this weekend because usually they get like 3 of something, but yeah, there's 9. Now I don't feel like it adds that much to it, but I do always recommend that if you're mailing a card with any sort of embellishment like these, I always take, you know, I sign it, and then before I put it in the envelope, I take a piece of either cardstock or just copy paper and put it over the embellishments, because I have learned, sadly, that that by running it through with the postal system, you know, sometimes these little embellishments will poke through the envelope and actually rip off. So, but yeah, this does have a lot of little rhinestone gems, but it makes it oh so pretty. So that's true, but it doesn't feel like it's adding too much weight to it. So, okay, on to the second step. We're going to take shaded spruce, and I'm going to ink up this way, my favorite way. And I'm going to try to get it centered there. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? Close this up, and then I'm going to pull in. There's a sweet little Merry Christmas that looks adorable right in the center of the wreath. And this is one of those stamps, girls, that you want to get it inked up. You want to get it inked up, but you don't want to press too hard because you don't want to get that halo. And it's a photopolymer stamp set, so you always want to have a pierce mat underneath. Okay, Jill, let's see. Same stamp. This one, I don't know if you can see it. Let me put some light on it. Is that better? This one is viney. It's and this is done. I did this one with shaded spruce, and then this one was done in garden green, and it is the same stamp set. I'm not sure if that's what you mean or not. Comment, and I will answer your question. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some Tombow multi-purpose glue, and I'm going to put a little dot right here for my adorable little wreath. Or bow, I said wreath. Bow for the adorable wreath. And then I am going to bring in, these are our red rhinestone basic jewels, and they are in the annual catalog. I just thought they looked so sweet, the holly berries. And then I'm going to bring in my Take Your Pick tool. Thanks. Thanks, girls. So you can see how easy it is. Once you have your cardstock cut out, and you know, you wouldn't have to do the fancy fun fold, I guess. It's really not fancy. Could crank out these pretty quick. Ta-da! All right, set that aside, and now we're going to glue. I'm going to actually bring in my Tombow glue again. We'll cover up this boo-boo. Thankfully, there's always two sides to every piece of cardstock. I'm going to let that sit for just a second. Now, like I said before, you could glue this piece down. That's what I did on the sample for this weekend. But you could, for tonight, I'm going to leave it open. Now, some of the girls yesterday, we kind of had a vote or a poll. Some of them thought if you left it open like this to make it more like an accordion, that it did not need anything right here. But then I had some stampers, they were like, oh no, I would put another piece of DSP right here and another layer of shaded spruce. So let me know what you think. Does it need a piece right there? Let me glue this down and you'll get a better idea. I actually am going to use, okay, so this is your one little tip. You want to make sure that you're only going to put adhesive on the left side, like 2 strips. I had some of the ladies they were supposed to help their friends remember. That glue wasn't quite dry. Because if you put it all over, then it's going to defeat the purpose of it'll be sticky. Oh, so pretty. If stamps, what did this go? I already. Oh, yeah, Jill. I see what you're saying. If you have wreath stamps, yeah, this is a great way. Yeah, to do, you could add the DSP, and if you have a wreath stamp set already, you could certainly do this and do the fun fold. I'm going to bring in now my Whisper White, or my Basic White, oh my goodness, and the stamp set, which I love. Oh, it's mainly because it's so versatile, girls. Very best occasions. Look at all the different occasions. So Christmas is on here with a little more sparkle and a little less stress. Let's make this Christmas the very best. And then the one that I'm using, sending you smiles for every moment of your special day. May you enjoy the warmth of family this season. How about this one? You make my life happier. That one I should do a card for Mr. Rick. How about this one? Love you, mean it. Love you, miss you. Thinking of you. Happy birthday. I've used this one a lot because I just love the little font. You're the best ever. Endlessly grateful. And this one, thinking of you. And then on the inside, you could put with comfort and love. That's great for sympathy. Okay, so I'm going to use the one that I had on my sample. May your days be happy, your heart be light, your Christmas merry, and the new year bright. So sweet. And let's do it like this. So words can be kind of tricky, especially if it's a tiny font. So I'm just touching it ever so lightly. And then I always try to take a look at it. Let's hope I got all the words, or all the letters. If I didn't, we can always do a redo on the bottom, or on the flip side. There you go. Okay, that almost one down. How many of you send Halloween cards? Oh, and here's my other tip, girls. You want to make sure when you're stamping whatever message you have that you've got it, you know, that you're not going too far over, because when it, you know, shows on the white, that kind of doesn't look good. So you want to make sure that it's behind this panel. So there's the accordion, or you could always do it and just have this fancy flap like this. So fun. All right, building up my stock of Christmas cards. Oh, to the you do, yeah, Halloween cards to the grandkids. I know if Joyce is still watching, she loves Halloween. Joyce, are you still with us? Let me get my... So how many grandkids do you have? How many cards do you have to make, Sandy? I forget how many grandkids you have. It's a bunch, I know that. I'm cleaning my stamps off with the Stampin' Scrub. Still sell this. It's in the back of the annual catalog. I had someone yesterday ask me, what do I use to clean my Stampin' Scrubs, which I've had forever. And I just use a little bit of water, and then sometimes if they're really grungy, like I've used them a lot, like, yeah, if I've used them a lot, like a whole bunch of cards, I will put a little bit of Dawn dish soap with, when I'm cleaning it out, and just give it a little bit of scrub to get all that ink out. All right, the next card is, let's see, we're going to do this one. So how many of you like to send fall cards? I love fall. I love the leaves. The bundle that I'm using, it is the Hello Harvest. Hi, Cheryl. 1 boy and 8 girls, Sandy. Oh my goodness. And Kelly to Shannon, I know she has a ton of grandchildren. Kelly, how many do you have? So Hello Harvest is the adorable stamp set. Look at how sweet this pumpkin. And I say this every year. It's like I have, it's leaves, mainly flowers. That's my number one weakness. But floral stamp sets, leaf stamp sets, and I love pumpkins. And I love especially this die. Oh, so cute. And I said in the beginning, the die is from the Rustic, it's Rustic Harvest, and I actually don't have my, sorry girls, I don't have the whole die set here at my fingertips, but the die has, here's the die for the pumpkin. It's 2 pieces, well, for the body of the pumpkin, we'll call it. And you can see, so it cuts out the shape, and then it also does this embossing. So this is the bottom piece, and then this one goes on top. And then here's the stalk, same thing. It's got that wonderful detail. And then the tendrils, there they are. This one is the one, you know, that, well, any of the little dies, but ooh, when I have these, I worry about, they're so easy to get lost. So this is, here again, we've got the Harbor Freight magnetic bowl to hold it. So I've already cut that out. we're also going to use soft seedlings. Have definitely gotten my money worth out of this set. Jill, 3 boys and 5 girls. Oh my goodness. That's so awesome. Look at Kelly to Shannon, 6 and 8, and was Sandy 8 also? That's amazing. I would like, Rick and I just want 1. We just want 1. So soft seedlings, I've gotten my money worth out of this one. If you love leaf stamps, you've got to have this one. Actually, this one we're just going to use the words on the inside. So thinking of you, but it also has so grateful for you and hello. And let's see. I also want to point out, this one, this one I had, I think I've been talking to you about this. I don't understand why Stampin' Up! Does not come out with like a traditional turkey. for Thanksgiving. We very seldom see a turkey set. But I got this. I wasn't so crazy, although I think it would be a very cool man card. But I got it for the Happy Thanksgiving. So, painted pheasant. Happy Thanksgiving, a pleasant little note, and grateful. It also has cool leaves, and then this, like, I don't know what this is. Something. I don't know if it's, I started to say it was wheat, but now I don't think it's wheat. It's something else. But anyway, painted pheasant. If you want the Happy Thanksgiving, this is in the mini catalog. All right, the kit is, we're going to take a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 Cajun Craze. Whoop. We're going to take a piece of, this is your inside. I used Very Vanilla. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. Here is what I used for the pumpkins, and this is 4 inches by 3 inches. It's for your pumpkin. This is your piece for the front, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. And oh, girls, hold on one second. Let's see, I'll pull this out. This is a piece for your banner, and this is 4 1/4, or 1 inch by 4 1/4. And then a piece of mossy meadow for the tendrils. I'm not sure, just use a scrap. This is 2.5 by 1 1/4, but again, a scrap. And I'm missing one piece, so hold on one second. It's your piece of early espresso. Must have, hold on, talk amongst yourselves. There's another one. You like the, oh, hold on. Sorry, I gotta hook myself back up. The pheasant is, I've seen some beautiful cards with it, Sandy. It is beautiful. I've seen some where they've colored. It is, let's see, it's a red rubber stamp set. So, you know that technique where you can take your markers and color directly onto, you know, the backside. You color onto the stamp set and huff on it, and then you stamp it. The colors bleed together. It's beautiful. You could also maybe use like a sponge dauber, yeah, to color it in. So pheasants are very beautiful, but I want a turkey. All right, the last piece. The last piece. This is your 4 by 5 1/4. piece, and that goes behind this crumb cake. Now, one of the tips that I shared yesterday with, we're going to stamp on this piece, but we're also going to cover this piece up with the pumpkin. And can you see what I did here? This is the stalk. I took the die that cuts out the stalk, and since we're covering it up with a pumpkin, we're just going to take that piece right there, and it saved me a little bit of cutting. Yeah, saved me a little bit of cutting. So think about when you're especially pretty paper like the copper paper. Oh my goodness. Try to cut out, especially if you're covering it up, cut out, like get out your dies and see what you can cut out if it's going to be covered up. So that's my little tip. So I'm going to bring in, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. This is crumb cake, and I'm going to bring in crumb cake ink. And this stamp is from Hello Harvest. Right there, very pretty. So I thought that was really a good idea. So we're gonna just stamp randomly. Now, I tell the story about back in the day when I first started stamping. We did not have a lot. I don't even know if we had DSP 21 years ago. We might have, I guess. But this is what we did to make, to do backgrounds. Or to do something similar, I guess, to what a DSP would be. We stamped our own, and we thought we were oh so fancy. So, I don't know if you can see that. There, it's picking it up. So I just stamped randomly over that piece. And I'm going to set my crumb cake aside. And then we're also going to use Cajun Craze. And I'm going to bring in, I think I'm going to make this one Hello. So this is my piece of, I think, did I say 1 inch by 4 1/4. Now the reason that I made it so long was because the stampers who came to class had the option to stamp whatever they wanted. So if they had a larger happy birthday, or like the happy Thanksgiving is larger than this. So that's why this piece is so long. But tonight I'm going to use the hello. And I don't pull out Cajun Craze very often, but when fall hits with leaf cards, oh, it comes out. So Cajun Craze is probably my favorite fall color in Stampin' Up land. Now this is something, I pulled this out yesterday. This is a retired punch. I love it. I showed this technique. If you have the tailored tag, this makes a fantastic banner end. You just want to make sure this point right here is in the center. And you place it wherever you want. So see, it can, oh, my hand's shaking. You can have it as long or as short as you want. See how that turns. Oh, see how beautiful that is? I'm so sad that they took that away. The other way that you can make, if you don't have this particular punch, that you can make a very nice banner end, and I'll show this technique. You can take, let's see if I have it. I don't have any scrap around here. You can take, oh, here, I've got one right here. So I just like to share this technique. You can take your scissors and you cut in the middle like this, straight in the middle, and then from either side, and it will make a nice banner notched in. I don't know if you all know that technique, but there's that technique. But we use the tailored tag, the retired punch, this weekend. All right, now all I need to do is I'm going to take my crumb cake, and it's going to get layered onto, oh my goodness, I hope I've been in the camera, girls. I apologize if I haven't been. Let's move this up a little. There we go. And then that's an early espresso. And then early espresso, oop, I have to fold this first. Gets layered onto your Cajun Craze. Do any of you send Thanksgiving cards? Let me know. I'm always curious to find out. Some people are like, oh yeah, oh Shirley's one of them, and she's watching tonight. She doesn't send our Halloween cards to her grandkids, but she sends lots of Thanksgiving cards, which I think is so cool. Look at how pretty those colors look together. Now I took dimensionals and I put underneath my little banner. This is just a great little thinking of you card if you've got someone who, you know, that you haven't seen in a long time. And oh, we talked about this, and high school friends that we've kind of lost touch with. It's such a great way to reconnect by sending someone a card. Okay, I've already cut out my pieces for my sweet little pumpkin and my little tendrils. And I put dimensionals on the back of this, the big body. Oh, yay, yay to all of those. And Jill, that's a great, yeah, for those that you won't see. Yeah, my mom sends lots of cards. And Allison is also a card sender. All right, look how easy this is, girls. And the rustic harvest dies are just awesome. I'm sorry that I'll have to, maybe I'll take a picture or two and post it of the dies. They're very cool. And the stamp set, if you loved a color, I've seen some very pretty cards with this pumpkin, as well as, look, this piece that can go on top of it. Like, these look like sunflowers to me. And I've also seen the sunflower. I mean, you can use them separately, but look, this can be used by itself for so many different things. But if you don't like coloring, this stamped like in Cajun craze on top of pumpkin pie, you don't even have to do any coloring. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous for all of you who love to send fall and Thanksgiving cards. All right, this sweet little piece, I'm going to put a mini dimensional on it, the stalk. It's kind of standing up high. I think I'm going to cut off a little bit. I can tuck it down in there. There we go. And then for my little tendrils, just going to put some dots on here. Tiny little bit of glue. I never would have done this in grade school. I was probably one of those children, you know, when they said, you just need a little, Kim. And I would squirt the big blobs. So I've come a long way with the glue. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to bring out is love these, brushed metallic adhesive back dots. They're in the annual catalog. I'm going to open up a brand new pack. So it looks like, these to me, I think look like copper, or I mean, I think they're probably supposed to be copper, or to me they look like rose gold kind of. Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, I love, love, love this time of year. Some of my neighbors have started, you know, they were putting out Halloween decorations, fall decorations, and it didn't seem right, but now today, it kind of putting out those fall decorations, it feels right today when the temperature drops and there's, you know, a little bit crisp, cool air. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Not a big fan of the summer heat, but Can you hear me now? Oh my. Can someone tell me if they can hear me? Okay, girls, can you hear me now? I must have to change the battery in my fancy microphone, so the sound is going to sound a little bit different. Oh, I'm so glad. I would stress about this, but thank you for all of you who commented and said, I can't hear you. I just happened to glance up, so that's why. For those of you, if you've heard me talk about my little setup here, I have a large television screen in front of me, and then I have my laptop to my right. I have my phone that I'm looking into. I also get hooked up to the microphone. See, when I tell you I need, like a crew to get this whole thing set up, and I am assuming my microphone, the battery must have gone dead, so it's probably going to sound just a smidge different, but we're almost done here. So thinking of you, this is from the Soft Seedling Stamp Set. And again, with the font, if you love the font, ooh, so pretty. And then this is going to get glued on the inside. And probably, I would, well, here, I can go ahead and do it. Stamp a little. I'm going to take Cajun Craze, and I'm going to stamp to decorate the inside of my card with the leaf. And watch this. I'm not going to re-ink, and I'm going to just stamp another one, like kind of behind it. And then I'm sure I'm gonna, when I send this out, I'll probably stamp, some leaves on my envelopes to make it coordinate. Oh, so pretty. So that is all. Tell me what your favorite was. If you love the Christmas card or the pumpkin card, which one was your favorite? And, oh, thank you. Allison, we used to have a stamp set that was kind of like an old red truck, but we don't anymore. You'll have to look for that. Look for a Chevy truck stamp set and see if you can find one. All right, girls, I am not going to take the chance of moving my camera. I hope by next week that Facebook straightened itself out. I will tell you this, if you can just stay with me like for a minute or two more. Facebook is ever changing all the time, and it has made it a little bit more difficult since when I first started doing Facebook Lives, and that's kind of what gave me the determination to figure out YouTube. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would greatly, greatly appreciate if you would go and do that and tell your crafty friends about my YouTube channel. So far, I have loaded up the videos that I do from Facebook, the Facebook Lives every week, and I've done one other one, but I think the goal is eventually probably I'll be, if Facebook changes too much, I probably will be trying to do my lives from YouTube, but you have to have so many subscribers to do kind of like a live, what we're doing tonight. And it doesn't cost anything to to go to YouTube. You can search for me, Stamping with Kim Dent, and my name will pull up. And I would greatly appreciate it if you would do that. And then that way, if Facebook gets too squirrely, we'll say, then it'll be easy to make the transition for all of my friends to go to YouTube. So, so please go and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a wonderful week. I appreciate each one of you. Thanks for sticking in. God's blessings, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.